If Lee is using her, at least he's giving her something in exchange for it. You want to give her love? I'm sorry, I don't buy that. You may have been capable of it once, but it was a long time ago.
You're wrong. I'm more capable of it now. I even love you at this moment.
Don't do me any favors.
Not with Amber trying to convince Kate that I'm drinking again.
Which Kate will see isn't true.
Will she?
Look, that is exactly the way Amber wants you to think. Now, don't give in to her, or Lee for that matter. Your truth is on your side, and that's a much stronger weapon than either one of them have.
Good morning, Father dear. Yes, I'd love to come in.
Uh-oh. What am I in for now?
A deluxe, mouth-watering breakfast to be prepared by none other than yours truly.
You don't say.
If you don't believe me, just look inside that bag.
Oh, looks like the good old days.
That's the general idea. All the makings of American-style French toast, bacon, eggs, fresh fruit.
Oh, want some coffee?
No, thanks.
You know, the last time you made French toast for me, I had to hose out the flames with a fire extinguisher.
Daddy, I was 7 years old. My culinary talent have overwhelmingly blossomed since then.
You mean now you're a master chef?
Potentially. You might still keep the fire extinguisher handy, though. So, how did it go?
How did it go?
Oh, come on. I called several times last night, and the line was always busy.
Yes, I forgot the fact that I'm a doctor and took the phone off the hook.
It was that bad?
That bad. She kept dragging up her favorite weapon, the past.
Well, that's because it's the only weapon she has against you. If I examined every grudge I have against Amber, I would have disowned her as a sister long ago.
No, please don't, honey. We've had enough disownings in this family as it is. Hey, did you ever see any of those old billboards they used to post around town? You know, the ones that read, "The family that prays together stays together"?
Uh-oh. I hear a sermon coming on.
No. It's just one of those simple truths that millions of families ignored. I know I did. If I didn't, maybe we'd still be together.
Maybe. Did, she bring up Kevin's death?
Yes. That plus try to convince me what a wonderful husband Lee Carruthers would make for your mom.
Oh, brazenness is something she has never been short on.
Yes. Well, Terry said that I shouldn't fight fire with fire where he's concerned.
Mrs. Davidson?
Yes, I ran into her at the hospital when I left the clinic. I thought Ben might be there, but, well, it's just as well he wasn't. Terry gave me some sound advice.
Well, if she told you to fight dirty, I agree.
Well,
but
then I'd be just like Lee.
Well, if that's the only way to save Mom, then why not?
No, that's where Terry made sense. She said the truth is on our side. And sooner or later, well, your mom and Amber will see him for what he is.
Maybe. But the question is, when?
Why didn't you wake me? I'm going to be late for work.
I didn't want to interrupt your snoring.
I wasn't snoring. Was I?
Let's just say that it was reminding me of one more reason why I will never get married.
Thanks.
Actually, I couldn't sleep very well anyway. Not after that little visit with my so-called reformed father.
Yeah, your little visit put a damper on more than just sleep, didn't it?
And just what is that supposed to mean?
Nothing. It's just that we've had better times.
Is that an evaluation?
No, I was just
Because
saying...
if it is, I could give you one.
Don't be so defensive. I just
There
said
is
that-
nothing to defend.
You're right. You said it.
Look, if you were so dissatisfied, why didn't you just leave afterwards?
Because I knew that you were upset about your meeting with your father, just like you said you were.
And suddenly now you're just oozing with understanding. It's a pity it didn't surface before you accepted that invitation to my father's fundraiser.
Look, let's not go through that again, okay? I told you I went to that fundraiser to make my business look good. And to set the record straight for the 10th time, I don't think your father is half as bad as you think he is.
He isn't, huh? I went there to reason with him, and he threw me out of his Albert Schweitzer clinic.
I'd throw you out, too, if you said to me what you said to him.
Oh, you would?
Listen, Amber. You want some advice?
Not necessarily.
Well, how about an opinion, then? You pull the strings in your life. Let your parents do the same.
I refuse to see my mother make the same mistake twice. Dave Phillips ruined her life once. He won't do it again.
No, you'll do it for him.
Didn't you say you were late for work or something?
Yeah. I'm wasting my time around here. Give me a call when you're in a better mood.
You sure you can't make it home for lunch?
Oh, I'd love to, baby, but I can't. I mean, noon is when Wainwright kicks off his little campaign rally down there at the mall, and guess who's gonna be covering it?
Only the best reporter for the Kingsley Chronicle.
Yeah, the best overworked reporter, maybe.
Oh, I'm gonna have to do a lot of explaining to Jimmy. He's already waiting for you to meet him when Mama brings him home.
Look, I tell you what, I'll get off work early, and the two of us can go bike riding.
Oh, gee, maybe another day. He's just gotten over the worst summer flu he's ever had, and,
You didn't tell me that pedaling a couple of miles is gonna hurt him?
well, it would do me in.
Oh, hey, come to think of it, we haven't burned any tread in a long time
Oh, no,
together,
no,
little
no,
girl.
no, 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 thank you.
Come on, Carla, now. You look cute on 10 speed.
Yeah, like a gyroscope balancing itself on a thread.
Yeah, that too, but no, look, a little exercise would do you good. Help you sleep at nights. I heard you up and running around last night, you know.
Oh, you heard me up because I heard someone come in at 2:30 in the morning. Guess who?
Did he get to work on time?
Yeah, he made it to the huddle on time, but barely awake.
Gosh.
Gene, we're going to have to do something about Monk's disappearing act. You know, it's time he told us where he disappears to every evening.
Baby, he has. Now, he said he takes walks.
Oh, come on, Gene, I'm serious.
Carla, the boy's probably shooting a breeze with some of his old buddies, and there's nothing that we can do about that.
Well, if that's the case, we had better do something about it, because his buddies' faces are quite familiar down at juvenile court.
That's probably why he isn't telling us. Now, I've been on his back about getting himself a set of new friends. What else do you want me to do?
No, I still don't believe that's the reason he's disappearing.
I don't know. Maybe he's got a new girlfriend or something. I don't know.
I wish he did. I'd be more comfortable if he did have a girlfriend.
Oh, Carla, come on. Now, you think he hangs around here all day because he's watching you? Honestly. You get all upset because the kid hangs around the house too much, and then you get all upset because he's gone too much. What do you want?
Well, maybe it's because of what happened to Eric's watch.
Oh, he didn't take that silly little watch. Now, believe him.
I'm trying, Gene, I really am. But right now, I'd just rather know where he is. No telling what he'll get into.
Woman, be cool.
You too.
He is not allowed to comment on individual cases, but says penalties are assessed on the total original tax, not the small unpaid remainder. The chief spokesman for the IRS was
difficulty growing up, and their parents and their peer group and the teachers are saying, sit down, shut up, don't do that. They give up. They think they've been cheated in their lives. And
Come in.
Hi, it's me again.
Oh, what do you know? The reporter. You said you'd come back, didn't you?
I always keep my promises. You seem to be in better spirits. Got yourself a television, huh?
My girlfriend brought it by.
Nice.
Helps me pass the time.
Well, maybe I can too. There's some more questions. Do you mind?
You do get right to the point, don't you?
Well, it's not every day I get to interview someone who believes he's living in borrowed time.
Yeah. Sit back to pick my brain.
Only the left side this time. I finished with the right side yesterday. First question?
Go ahead.
Okay. At what point did you realize you wanted out of the underworld? I know we touched on this a little bit yesterday, but I'd like to know what specific event
It wasn't a
made
specific
you...
event. It was Paula.
Paula.
She's a teenage runaway that Lance picked up on for the stable. I was supposed to rough her up. Scare her. She wasn't meeting her nightly quota.
And did you?
I tried psyching myself up, thinking it would be all right. But when I saw her, she was just a 16-year-old frightened kid. I couldn't do it.
That sounds like what your father warned you about before you got into all this.
That's exactly what he warned me about. He said, Russ, everything I've done was to prevent you from getting involved in a life like mine. I wouldn't listen. I argued my way into everything that he warned me about.
Did you tell him about Paula?
Yeah.
Well, why didn't he give you your freedom then? Why didn't he let you out? Did you ask him?
It was too late. Even with all his pull, he couldn't get me out. I'd seen too much. I knew too much.
Yeah, I'd say you had.
Hi.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was interrupting.
No. Don't worry about it. Just going over some bad memories.
Miss Summers, welcome aboard.
Thank you. Everyone calls me Andrea.
Then Andrea it is, if you'll settle for Lee.
Everyone around here does, Andrea. You're new on the team.
All right, Lee.
Excellent. I was reading your resume and very impressed. Please sit.
Impressed is a bit modest. Truth is, it knocked him off his feet, especially when he read that what your proposed thesis would be.
Members of my thesis committee have already pegged this a very ambitious project for a master's degree.
And they still approved it?
Yes.
Shows they have a great deal of confidence in her. As a matter of fact, I'd like to get my hands on the finished product.
I'll keep that in mind. My position here with your campaign should give me the perspective needed to pull all the research together.
Plus, give us the research assistance we so desperately need.
Oh, you want to watch this guy. He'll work you day and night.
Sounds ideal to me.
That's the spirit.
Wait till you become a living, breathing computer readout, not to mention, of course, doubling as a ghostwriter and a secretary and an all-round gopher.
Don't let this guy scare you. This could be the opportunity of your lifetime, kid.
Excuse me, Lee. I know I'm interrupting, but...
No, it's okay, Amber. Come on in. I'd like you to meet Andrea Summers.
How do you do?
Hello.
Andrea's new on our staff, Amber. She's one of our researchers.
Make that head researcher, Sebastian.
Well, hi, Stacy. I guess I don't have to ask why you're here.
No, I do seem to be pretty conspicuous.
You two know each other?
In a way. Stacy wrote the article that cleared Gil of the Canterbury collapse.
No kidding. You sure get around, Stacy.
Just the breaks.
Russ, I thought you said that you weren't going to speak to any more reporters.
I did, but Stacy here convinced me otherwise.
Oh, did she?
I'm doing a series of articles on Russ, past, present, and future. All from his point of view.
But there is no future, so that's why it doesn't matter.
Yes, there is a future. Just listen to the truth.
Marianne, please, we have visitors.
I don't quite follow.
She's one of those friends I told you about, who thinks I can avoid the hell I saw with my own eyes.
You can? If you'd only believe the truth about God's word.
Let's not get into any theological discussions.
Oh, I don't mind.
I do. Now, what else did you want to ask me about, Stacy?
Well, actually, I'd like to include you in the article, Marianne.
Well, why me?
Well, if that's all right, how about it?
I don't know. I'll just have to think about it.
Oh, well, maybe I should just come back later.
No. Stay. Stay. You don't mind, do you?
Yes, I do, but I don't think it matters to you any.
Hey, will you stop worrying so much?
Well, I'll try.
Good. Go ahead, Stacy.
Well, okay. If Paula was the turning point in your life, then how did you later on get involved with a man like Blue Nobles?
I know this is short notice, Lee, but I need to speak with you privately.
Well, Sebastian and I
I'm
were-
willing to wait.
No need for that. Andrea and I were just on our way out. I want to show you our computer.
I glanced at that on the way in.
Oh, good. We call her Jeannie.
Jeannie?
Well, it beats Al for Aladdin's lamp.
I visited my father.
Oh, that must have been interesting.
I'm still recovering.
I thought you weren't communicating with him at all.
I wasn't until I realized that I needed to see for myself how far he's worked his way back into my mother's life. Lee, he is a definite threat to us.
I think you're taking him too seriously.
We have to if we expect to keep him out of Mother's life. She insists their relationship is based solely on his good work at the clinic. All my instincts say otherwise.
Yes, but your instincts are underrating me. Look, I don't intend to lose this fight now that I'm in the ring for your mother's affections.
I know, but you don't understand. I can see why she's attracted to him. He's playing on the past. He's putting up this facade as if he were the man he was before he started drinking. Confident and determined, a man of vision, rising to the challenge.
That's your assessment, not Kate's.
She hasn't said that in so many words, yes, but I know what she's thinking. It's this fundraiser of his that triggered it off. They worked very closely together, just like old times.
I was there too, remember?
If I had my way, I'd physically keep him from Mother's doorstep.
There might be another way of achieving the same result.
There is?
Yes. And I'm surprised you didn't think of it earlier. It's the strategy of getting the politician off the fence. You make the grass on your side much more attractive. Amber, what's your mother's ring size?
I'll call you when lunch is ready, Jimmy. Don't leave this yard.
For goodness sakes, Carla, will you sit down?
Oh, I can't, Mama.
Well, I'm plumb tuckered out just watching you. What's the matter, honey?
I was talking to one of the neighbors before you came by. Her house was robbed last night.
What?
Mm-hmm. She said it happened while she and her husband were sleeping. Whoever it was came in through an unlocked window.
Well, how do you like that?
And I thought this neighborhood was safe. Oh, Mama, that could have been us.
Well, it wasn't, honey. And just let this serve as a warning to you and Jean. Just make sure everything's all locked up at night before you go to bed.
But how can we, with Monk staying out all hours of the night?
Oh, is that so?
He hasn't changed, Mama. At least Jean's here at night. What if someone would have broken in here in broad daylight?
Oh, Carla, honey, stop imagining problems where there are none.
But I'm alone here most of the day.
Well, it seems to me, didn't you want it that way? No Monk hanging around to be in the way?
I never thought I'd hear myself say this, but I'd feel a lot safer if he were here now.
Oh, Lord, let that baby come here soon so this poor girl can get her emotions back in line again.
Oh, let's not get carried away, Mama.
Well, I mean, now, listen to you. You're the one that's seen a cat burglar in every window.
Better have Jean check all the locks on the window.
Oh, and replace the shutters with some iron bars while he's at it.
Oh, I can't help it if I'm worried, Mama.
Oh, Carla, the Lord says you can. You know, my security at the duplex every night is Jesus Christ and a baseball bat. I'm not worried one bit who wants to stick his nose in my house.
When will I see my life in print?
As early as tomorrow's edition, if my editor approves what I wrote.
Oh, I'm sure he will.
Well, he'll have to. She hasn't left a stone unturned.
For the time being.
Come in.
So, we meet again, Miss Phillips.
The eternal variables that we never understand.
Gil, what are you doing here?
I'm looking for you. We have a meeting in 20 minutes with our lawyer, and we both have to be present.
Is it about the insurance claim?
You got it.
I better go.
Go ahead, sure.
Take care.
Okay, bye-bye, babe.
I'll have her back in, as soon as we're finished.
Oh, thanks. Thanks. That's a headline in itself. First time he ever said anything to me without threatening to rip my head off for seeing his sister.